I'm super excited that you guys are joining me today. Thank you so much. I've got Jocelyn Reeves here today with me as a guest. She's got a Master of Public Health in Environmental Health and Social and Behavioral Sciences. And she's got a practice called Cultivating Confidence Daily. And she's going to help us take a look at why some of the behaviors we have in clutter and hoarding and saving too much stuff could possibly be jeopardizing our confidence, and why sometimes we second guess ourselves and the things that we're doing. Okay. Please help me welcome Jocelyn Reeves. Jocelyn, how are you today?
I am doing so well, Angela. Thank you for having me.
You brought up a really interesting point about asking questions of yourself. But if you are unable to come to those questions on your own, maybe you could work with a coach. If
Mhm.
someone were interested in finding a coach, how would you find a coach that's compatible with yourself? And how would you go about setting something like that up?
Yeah, there's a number of different ways that you can find a coach. I am the founder and CEO of Coachedit, where we connect people with coaches that can help them get out of their own minds and truly achieve their goals. And so going over to coachedit.com is a really wonderful way to set yourself up for success. And we have coaches that offer help and services at any and every price point.
That's coach it like coachit.com.
Yeah. So, like, how did you do that? Oh, I coached it.
Oh, got it. Got it. Awesome. All right. So if somebody was to go over to Coach It, what happens? What do they find over there?
So, right now, what you'll find is this directory of many incredible, amazing coaches. But, guys, one of the things that we're building out that I'm so excited to be sharing with an audience for the first time today is that next month we will be launching our in person or our virtual platform where you can actually meet with the coach online through coachdit.com. And so you can find that and search for a coach at a price point that works for you and have sessions with them in the app. And so one of the things that I like to mention is how coaching differs from therapy or other types of mental health services. I think that a lot of times we get to a point in therapy where we kind of understand the root cause of some of our issues, but then we don't know what to do with them. We don't know how to move forward. What
Right.
are the goals we need to step and how do I keep myself accountable to the things that I said that I want to do? And that is where coaching comes in, and that is where Coachedit is here to help.
So when you hire a coach, is that somebody that then has regular sessions with you? And are they giving you to-do lists? Are there checklists? I don't mean to be ignorant, but I really don't know.
That's an awesome question. So, the goal of coaching is to help you accomplish your goals. And so that you start really with an understanding of this is where I am, right? Regardless of what area of life you'd like to be coached through. And this is where I would like to be. And it doesn't matter what your starting point is. This is where I am, and this is where I want to. And your coach will help you get there. And so during your session, sometimes your coach is going to be asking you questions to help you get to the root cause of some of the issues. But ultimately, once we identify some of those barriers, it's about taking action, breaking habits. And so there's going to be some to do lists and some homework, but your coach is really there as your friend and your guide. So your coach is going to give you the next steps that are actually going to work for you. They understand you, they understand where you are in your process and your journey. And then they're going to give you next steps and actionable recommendations to become the person that you want to become. And so along the way, they'll keep you accountable. It's not a system of, oh, you didn't do this and now you're in trouble. It's okay, maybe you didn't accomplish the goals that you set out last week or a couple of weeks ago. Why is that? And understanding more about that and then tailoring the approach from there. But it really is about getting from where you are today to where you want to be. We all have visions, we all have goals for our life. Or what would you be if you could be anything you want to be? That kind of tells you your purpose in this life and what you're called here to do, but it can feel intimidating because you don't see over there. And a coach can
Mhm.
help you take steps given where you are to really get there.
Well, I'm excited that you're doing the online virtual thing because I can imagine in my head, and I'm not a part of the program and I don't know exactly how it works, but hearing what you say, I can imagine in my head calling up a coach and saying, okay, this is my house. and then doing like a FaceTime or doing a walkthrough of my house, and then having them say, okay, start in the family room because that's the first room where you're going to be spending the bulk of your time. So today, go in and pull out all the dishes and take all the dishes to the kitchen, and giving me specific to-do lists based on my specific house. And then I go, oh, I got that. I know what that looks like. I know how to go remove all the dishes. And then I do that. And then I follow back up with a coach and I say, okay, back in my living room here again, we're doing FaceTime again. Let me show you my living room. All the dishes are gone. And then they're like, okay, here's the next step, right? Is it granular enough that they're going to give me specific to-dos so that I can then check back with them and go, all right, thumbs up, I did it. And then they give me the happy bell or whatever, and we're on our way.
Absolutely. So your coach is going to be there. They're going to want to see the progress. You can't just tell them that you've done something. They want to see those pictures. But also, they're going to help you through the process because, like you mentioned, Angela, a lot of the things that we do come from a root that we have not identified. And so, why do we hold on to our cookbooks? Why do we hold on to our shampoo bottles? You were able to identify that, but sometimes we're not able to see why am I keeping all of this stuff? So, in the process of cleansing, and if this is your specific case, your coach will help you identify this is why you do certain things. This is other ways to derive your, whether it's value or to meet that need that you have, whether it was being generous and being thoughtful of the person that was coming in the shower behind you. How do you continue to be generous in your life, but doing so in a way that is supportive of where you are currently? And so your coach will 100% help you do that. And it's tailored to your mindset, where you are, and ultimately your goals.
So tell our listeners where they can go to find you.
Yes. So for all thing confidence, you can go to cultivatingconfidence.daily.com. That's cultivatingconfidencedaily.com, or on Instagram at confidence daily. And if you're looking for a coach to help you make a difference in chipping away at your big, hairy, audacious goals, head over to coachedit.com. That's COACHEDIT.com.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate our conversation today. I'm going to put that up on the screen there. And then I'm going to also leave the other links in the notes below. So thanks you guys so much for joining us. This was absolutely awesome. And thank you, Jocelyn Reeves, for joining us today. I've learned so much from you, and I appreciate your time and attention.